did have Clark some impressive stints.
From the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
And Cousins drops them both. And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
Westbrook dishes to Adams. Back to Westbrook. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Ibaka, no luck.
1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will.
Outside Rondo. McLemore with a screen for Rondo. Gay outside.
Thank you, Kevin. Earlier I spoke with George Karl. I asked him what he thought would be the key for them, and he told me dealing with the penetration of Russell Westbrook. He's one of the most explosive athletes in the game. We've got to send him to help and rotate early to deny him finishes at the rim. Guys, that's never easy.
Thank you, Doris.
And former Coach of the Year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Rondo kicks to Gay. That is good. Gay's got his first points in this one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Adams outside. Back to Westbrook. Adams, the pass to Durant. Again, Oklahoma City.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
They set the pick. McLemore with a screen for Rondo. Gay outside. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Wasted no time on that one. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
On offense, here are the Thunder. Big stretch here going 10-2. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Westbrook's got 8 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. .131 left to play here in the first. And Waiters over to help. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Can't hit, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Augustine dishes to Cantor. Augustine against Collison. And Augustine kicks to Cantor. And stolen by Kufis. Butler attacking. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Butler.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Augustine with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Butler with room to shoot. Another shot. He lays it in.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Augustine. Shot is no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth high. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Sacramento. They've got Curry. Rudy Gay is out there with Caron Butler. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Collison in at the one.
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Cantor. And it's Roberson in for Dion Waiters. That one drops. He ties it up. For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
Durant's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Good game for Westbrook. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show. And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injury.
Durant with a wide open look, but they get it back. It's Durant on the wing. He dishes it to Robertson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's McLemore. Here's Curry, and he banks in the layup. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
It's stolen by Curry. 3-on-3. Westbrook with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Tries from 16. Robertson can't hit. The Kings trailing. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Sacramento. Rondo comes in for Curry. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Gay misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Ben McLemore.
Durant doing all sorts of things. 9 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
What you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Rondo against Westbrook. He kicks to Robertson. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Kings have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. From deep, McLemore, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. McLemore's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Top, he's covered by Westbrook. Back to Rondo. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Andre Robertson. Now here is Augustine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Westbrook passes to Durant. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here is Caspi. Kufis kicks to Rondo. Cousins inside. He's covered by Singler. No good from Cousins.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Sacramento also making some changes. Caron Butler's checked in for Cousins. Anderson comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that great, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
And for 3, Collison. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Waiters. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Collison gets a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Collison. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Augustine. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Caspi dishes to Kufis. That's tipped. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Stolen by Anderson. 3 on 3. Collison against Waiters. Collison, the pass to Kufis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Augustine from outside. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they're paying attention to the boards, and that's a good thing. When you're trying to get ahead and stay ahead, it often comes down to a few key possessions. Any extra rebounds you can get is a big difference. I like their intensity out there.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Thunder have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
There's the dish to Bellinelli. Screened by Cousins. Now Bellinelli. Releases from 15. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Over to the wing. Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's Gay. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Gay's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. The Thunder shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Westbrook kicks to Robertson. Back to Westbrook. And the rejection by Cousins. To the inside. Back to Rondo. Cousins inside. Ibaka on him. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant's running, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Curry subbed in for Bellinelli. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Rondo kicks to Gay. Dishes it to Cousins. Puts it up from 15. Cousins with another miss. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Durant for 3. The shot no good. Good D by Rondo. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Curry dishes to Rondo. Ibaka against Cousins. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices Clark last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Roberson. The Kings also at the sub. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Cousins with a screen on Westbrook. The drive by Collison. Here's Cousins. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 10 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Westbrook kicks to Durant. They set the pick. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Curry against Waiters. Left side, Collison. Fires from 14. Shot is off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. It's Durant with the drive, and he gets it to go. Durant's got 13 points.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Sacramento also making some changes. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Butler in for Curry. Singler passes to Kanter. The 10-footer. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
That's good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Augustine dishes to Waiters. There's the three. That is good. Waiters got 5 points in the quarter. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Collison with the screen for Butler. He feeds it to Collison. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 6 points for Collison.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
There's the pick. There's a screen by Kanter. Clock at 6. And Augustine kicks to Singler. Shot off the pick. Kupis with the block, and he's able to get it back. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Thunder lead by 5. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Thunder leading by 5. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Ben McLemore is out there with Cauley Stein. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Robertson can't hit.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
That's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities. And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And the Thunder with some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Kyle Singler, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Westbrook passes to Adams. There's the pick. Durant for 3. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Westbrook against Rondo. Cauley Stein. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Westbrook against Rondo. It's stolen by Rondo. And now Sacramento on the break. All going up court. He's looking for Cousins and finds him.
Cousins just giving them fits. He's got 10 points and 1 steal.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He was intent on running the offense through DeMarcus Cousins. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. And stolen by Cousins. Pass to McLemore. Cousins dishes to McLemore. Here's Bellinelli. Feeds it to Cauley-Stein. 5 to shoot. And Cousins kicks to Bellinelli. Pulls up. McLemore, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Offensive rebound and finished off by Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 1. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fellas.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Count the bucket. 15 points here for Cousins.
Man, did they need those points, and I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now, so keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. 5-on-3 break. Here's Adams. When the whistle blows, it's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Kings. Collison comes in for Rajon Rondo. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Kings leading. Here's Gay. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Kings have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Westbrook drives in. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Cousins. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
And the shot is good.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Durant for 3. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 8. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts if late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Seth Curry.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Looking to end the run. Oh, he misses the dunk. So it's Sacramento picking up the win, and in the win, a comfortable...
Well, DeMarcus can...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And our Jordan player of the game, DeMarcus Cousins. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight, no matter how tight.
Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
Dynamic duo. 동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대한.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the Warriors, even if that didn't happen. So Warriors, champs, deservingly.
A ditto. I certainly echo that sentiment for what it's worth. And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the five, roaming the paint. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
Cleveland on defense. Outside, Green. There's the dish to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Thompson for three. Rebound by Smith. And so here's Cleveland. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who's able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
And thank you for that, Doris. Thompson with the bucket.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Irving can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
That's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. James with it. And it's Love, top of the key, stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes passes to Curry. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Oh my God, I just got that.
And both free throws good for Curry.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
Outside Irving. There's the pass to Smith. He's looking for Love and finds him. Nobody near Irving. Again, Irving missing.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways. And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
A nice shot by Irving.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Kicks it out to James. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson dishes to Barnes. To the paint. And it's Green missing. The Cavaliers trailing. Over to the left wing. Well, wide open look for Love. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And here's Barnes for 3. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And on the way from Irving for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
It has not been an easy quarter for him. at least offensively speaking.
It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Irving. Back to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Love kicks to Smith. Pulls up. And another miss by Cleveland. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, G, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Cavaliers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Irving passes to LeBron. Back to Irving. To the inside. Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Good!
A pretty delivery that time from Iguodala.
The Cavaliers on offense. They trail by 1. LeBron sets the screen for Shumpert. Dellavedova kicks to James. They grab their own miss, and he gets it to go. Mozgov's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Dellavedova off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here is Livingston. He feeds it to Spates. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
There's Mozgov. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Mozgov. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top, up 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it. When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dubbed the new Big Three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Iguodala out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Festus Ezeli. Then there's Barbosa. And it's Livingston in at the point.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
The drive by James. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
And it's Golden State with another.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Smith checked in for LeBron. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova. Golden State also making some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Azili. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Thompson outside. The shot by Spades. Nobody around. Spades missing again. The Cavaliers leading by 8. On the wing, Irving. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Love dishes to Thompson. A drive by Shumpert. Back to Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role.
Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Irving against Thompson. Outside jumper. Feeds it to Thompson. Look from Love. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The screen from Thompson. Barnes passes to Thompson. To stop the run. Again, the miss by Thompson.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
There's the pick. The shot by Irving. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Frye comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Golden State also making some changes. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Ian Clark comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Warriors trail by 15.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers. But the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And Fry has it in the corner. Dishes it to Moscow. Right side, Irving. Got a hand on it. Smart. Oh, my. How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Kev.
Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Irving. LeBron James on the wing. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The feed now to Livingston. Pass to Barnes. This one for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so we wrap up the first half. Cavaliers lead by 12. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out the three-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and no turnaround.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Things really started to heat up in that second quarter as they put together some nice runs and were able to pull out to a 12-point lead. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
They had a focus to working inside, and it's working, Ernie. They've done.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
A lot of action from Irving. He's got 10 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving at the point guard. It's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. A shot by LeBron, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Thompson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving with it. Bogut picks him up. And it's Love penetrating. Green with the block. Bogut kicks to Curry. From 10 feet out. Bank shot. No good.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Green dishes to Bogut. Kicks it to Barnes. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Smith, the pass to Irving. Love with the screen on Curry. Good for his sixth make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Some changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And Curry, here we go. Ezeli kicks to Green. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Thompson. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Outside Curry. The shot will not go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Thompson, a screen on Green. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. Irving with the steal. And the rejection by Ezeli. Thompson for three. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Ezeli.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Smith drives in, and that one's good. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint, because that has not been up to par.
That's good. And that's now 7 points for Iman Shumpert. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Outside Irving. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip overall. Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and that one's good. Dellavedova's got 5.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team... is operating, then their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And Thompson last season set the record for most points ever in a quarter with 37. Made all 13 shots and 2 free throws and finished the game with 52 points.
And the Warriors making a change here. Clark's checked in. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Barnes.
And Thompson making all 9 of his three-pointers in that game. I mean, that was also a record, the most three-pointers in a quarter. I think that performance sealed his place among the All-Star reserves.
Warriors trail by 12. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Smith. The stupendous finish in traffic. Smith's got 6 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Here's Spates. Got it off in time, but it's no good.